Hear these words, Jesus of Nazareth, a man attested to you by God with mighty works and wonders and signs that God did through him in your midst, as you yourselves know. Jesus did these works in their midst, and they still crucified him. They still killed him. But Jesus, through the power of the Holy Spirit, did these works. You were never meant to live the Christian life without the Holy Spirit. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. When you try to walk out the Christian life in your own power without the Holy Spirit, it actually produces evil. How? Because you become jaded, and then it just becomes works. Works-based is called religion. Religion is what killed Jesus. When you try to live the Christian life without the Holy Spirit, it is just works. And I know you may not like that, but I'm telling you that. And it brings forth death. Because how is it you can walk the Christian life without the Holy Spirit? Because then it becomes works, and then it becomes weighing on you. And then it becomes like, well, if I'm not good enough, why does Jesus even love me? It becomes very evil in your own sight, in your own heart. Never meant to be without the Holy Spirit. 2 Timothy, I'm going to end right here. Chapter 3, verses 1 through 5. But understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty. For people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. I read all that to read this. Having the appearance of godliness, but denying its power. Do you want to know how 2 Timothy tells us to deal with these people? I'm going to love these people into heaven, right? Avoid such people. People who act like in the church that they all holy, but then at home they're this. Out in the public they're proud, lovers of money, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control. What do? You love those people into heaven? He's talking about Christians here who think they're Christians. It's exactly who he's talking about. Who would sit there and tell you that they have an appearance of godliness, but they deny its power. What we say power was? The Holy Spirit. They're denying the Holy Spirit and the work of it in their lives. So how can I tell you that it produces evil? Because when it just becomes works-based without the Holy Spirit, this right here is what happens to you. You become proud. You become lovers of money. You become disobedient, disobedient to your parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, and not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. And you'll look like you're holy, but deny the power of the Holy Spirit. Avoid such people. It's very humbling to think that way because it's so easy to start doing it in your own work, in your own flesh. You can start out that way, right? You can start out doing it in your own power. But eventually, if you don't let the Holy Spirit take over, and what that means leading you, guiding you, searching you, you become like this.